Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. What the hell? Oh, that's my keys. So it is a very beautiful day today. It is somewhat early. I think it's probably like 10 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I'm gonna try to get to work because I do have some things that I want to get done today, and they do not deal with the GTR. As you guys do know, the GTR is running very, very well. I've taken it to a couple shows. I have done a bunch of stuff with it, so I can focus on a couple other things that I need to get done. So today I'm going to be working on the wife's car because yeah, it's got some issues. So starts up like a champ every single time. No leaks, no problems, no issues. I've legit put, let's see. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Let me turn the headlights. There we go. 254 kilometers, 255 kilometers on it. So probably right around like the 240 mile mark or so. So yeah, I'm gonna move this out. I'm gonna bring Babes' car in because yeah, she's got not a lot of issues, but she's got some issues. So let me get the car in and I'll explain what's going on with it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so as you can tell in front of me, Babe's car is a 2009 or 2010. I can't remember what year it is. It is a W204. Well, no mistake. Yeah, W204. Mercedes-Benz C300, 4MATIC, and it's got it's got an amazing 210,000 miles on it. So not really anything that's I mean, like, it's got a lot of miles. It's got a lot of miles on it. But I just got the oil change done, and I did it. You know what? For you guys, next time I do an oil change, I will show you guys exactly how to do an oil change on this thing, because, like, Danielle says that maybe some people could possibly use the information. So the only reason why we're underneath here today, so as you can tell, I do have a little bit of a leak here, which that's not really what I'm looking for. What I am looking for is this here. So as you can tell, the CV boot here, it is definitely, it's just gone. It's literally just gone. So put the light like this, and I'm gonna show you quick. Let's see. So this one obviously, like, is just straight up, it's just gone. Like, it's just split. So, like, it just moves. So that's really bad. And I thought it was just the one, but it is actually both. As you can tell, without really moving it, this is actually split as well. It does move back and forth, but I don't want to really touch it too much because I'm gonna have to clean up all of this stuff. So today on this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to replace and rebuild the axle by yourself. Because if you guys have, like, had this issue with any kind of car, I mean, I've been doing a lot of axles lately on the channel, just because it is just beneficial for you just to do it yourself. Yeah, it might cost you some more extra time, if that makes sense, but in the long run, it's actually cheaper for you. So to do an axle in this car, the cheapest axle that I found, the cheapest one, which is probably not the best bet to go, but the cheapest axle that I found for this car is $200, right? $200. Obviously, like, if you're going OEM, an OEM, you know, axle for that side of the car, or any side of the car, I think the cheapest one I found it for was like $650, something crazy like that, something ridiculous. So I'm gonna show you what I bought here from FCP Euro, because they always come in clutch with European cars. So I have, which I will definitely link down in the description below. So I have, I don't know what it's a CV boot kit. I don't know if you can tell, but that's one, and this is the other. So, yeah, I will link. I will actually link in the description below exactly the kits that I got, because they are on a back order for inner CV boot kits from Mercedes, because that's what I was gonna go. I was just gonna go with OEM inner and outers, but they do have an aftermarket. I'm not even gonna try to butcher the name of what company it is, but I don't know. I have no idea, but it's made some company made in Germany. But FCP Euro actually has it on their website, and it is for a really good price. It's ridiculous. So, like I said before, the axle boot right there, the axle, it costs about $200. It's the cheapest. These things together, I think they were $25 each. So you're paying $50. I think I paid $55 with shipping. So you're gonna have to go through what we're gonna go through anyway to get this axle out. So why spend the little bit of money? Why not spend a little bit of money as opposed to big money for a new axle? Yeah, it would be in and out in like maybe an hour or so, but with a little bit more time, an extra maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, you can have yourself like a rebuilt, you can have yourself a rebuilt one, you know what I mean? Axle boot kit, whatever. So let me set the camera up, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to get this bad boy out, and we're gonna go step by step on how to do it, because I know some people could use the information. So let's go. People, so this is your first hurdle, the axle nut here. The axle nut is a I think it's a 19. I'm using a 19 6-point socket because I don't have any inverted star or whatever. I do have them, but I don't think I want to break them. I don't know if I have them that big either. So let me just double check here. But I don't think I do. I think I have, no, this is an 18. Let me see if an 18, no, it is definitely a 19. It is definitely a 19, 19, E19. So I don't have an E19. You can get away with a 6-point 19 socket, which that's what I will do here. But I can't get it off with my gun. My gun is electric. It is really good, but it's definitely not good enough to get this off. So I will be asking the wife to come out here, step on the brakes. That'll be the easiest way to get this off. Step on the brakes, and then you can go at it with your like breaker bar here. So just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, people, so as you could imagine, this bad boy was a pain to get out, but with a little the little love here from the breaker bar and the Ugga Duggas here, I got it out successfully. Just had the wife hold the brakes, and then I just gave it a little force. So the next thing we're gonna have to really do is we're gonna have to take out most of this stuff here. So what I'm gonna try to do is, the easiest way to really do this is to really take off the suspension and pull the suspension forward out a little bit so that you can get the axle boot out, or the whole axle out. I don't like to do that because then you have to go and get an alignment. So I like to take off all the ball joints and such, and if I need to, then I will go for the tie rod end as well. So everything over here is gonna have to come off. So I think these are probably, let's see if they're 17s or 19s. Ooh, that's, what is that? That's a 19. So they're probably 21s. Let's see. What the hell? Oh, it's in the wrong spot. Yeah, 21, and 21s. So all three of these, so the lower ball joint is 21. The lower control arm is a 21, and the what do you want to call that, tie rod end is also a 21. I know it's really hard to see here, but I will get you guys pictures just so that you guys actually know exactly what I'm going to be doing here, just so that like I can get you guys to do the exact same thing. So yeah, just watch me work. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, so I have the I have the lower ball joint out, rear lower control arm, whatever you want to call it, and the front lower control arm. And I didn't have to touch the tie rod end, which is good, but like I can move it, see, pretty freely over here. And so what I'm gonna have to do next is, if you follow where the axle is, I know it's really hard to see here, but if you follow where the axle is and it comes in, and there is the back of the boot here, or the back of the axle here, it is two pieces, and one piece is actually almost like a half shaft, and it's inside the transmission. You can barely see it, but it's, oh, there it is right there. So, and then you can see like the separation there, a couple whacks to this side of the axle, and it'll come right out of that shaft. So I'm not gonna show you because it's gonna be really hard for me to do that and show you, but yeah, I'll just continue to film for you guys. All right, people. So, good news and bad news. Good news is I got the axle shaft all the way out. The bad news is that the intermediate shaft had to come with it. So, let me show you guys. Let me get my light here. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it. Mainly because if you see the countless amount of wax over here that I've already accumulated on this the back of this axle shaft. It is just not disconnecting from these splines here. So the problem is that you can't really use heat here, only because one, the what you call it, the what do you want to call this? The power steering rack is in the way, and there is a boot right there for the for the engine, one of the motor mounts. And that is made of like rubber or something like that inside there. So you can't exactly do that. So what you have to do is, there is a plate that goes right here to protect the, the power steering rack, which is right over there. And it is 4 bolts, 4 18mm bolts. The back bolts here to hold the power steering rack are an 18 at the bottom and then an 18 at the top. And then these front ones are all just 18, and the nut is right there. So that'll come out relatively easy. Then you have a star which holds the power steering rack with this bushing here, and it goes here. And then you have a 13mm on both sides that goes to the power steering rack and the shaft that comes out of the car. So with all that removed, the power steering rack will come down, and it'll droop just enough. Then you can actually get to I don't know if you can kind of see in here. Should be able to see. All right, right there. So that right there is where the shaft goes through. The intermediate shaft goes through the transmission and through what looks like the motor, bottom of the motor. And there is a bearing that goes there as well, and a snap clip, or a clip ring or whatever. And this is it here. So once you have that, there's no fluid or anything like that comes out. It is all on this side of the transmission. So you should have no problem getting this out. It actually just knocks out with 1, 2, 3 blows. and it nice and easy blows, not anything crazy, because it's still gotta work, you know what I mean? But moving on, now that we are at this point, I can actually start to rebuild this bad boy and get it all put back together, because this was a nightmare. But what do you expect? It is a Mercedes, so Mercedes are nightmares to work with. But like I said before, I don't want to throw any heat on this at all, because I don't want to mess anything up. And you know, like, if I have to do it all over again, then I'll do it all over again. It cost me $50, so it's really not that crazy, and you know, a couple hours of my time. So right now I'm probably about a good maybe an hour in or so, you know, taking this all apart, which is not that big of a deal. Like, to save you a couple $100 on this, because like I said before, just the axle alone will cost you $200. Like, and if you go somewhere, take it somewhere, it'll cost you astronomical amount of money. So I'm gonna set the camera up over here somewhere, and we're gonna do this right on the floor. I don't like to do this on well, maybe I can do it on the bench here. So maybe I'll set the camera up over here, and we'll just rebuild this axle right here on the bench. So give me 1 second. Okay, hey, all right, it looks so much better. Oh my goodness, so much better. So now that this bad boy is done, I can actually go ahead and put this bad boy back into the car, and we can keep moving forward to putting this bad boy back together. I need to tighten up these things just a little bit more, at least this one here. My little pliers here are a little bit too small to get to this. Like, I don't have the official tool. This is just something from Harbor Freight that I made that works with this. So I'm gonna tighten that up just a little bit more, and yeah, we can keep it moving from there. So let's go. People, so I'm at the point where I need to show you guys something real quick. Let me move this. So up in here is the snap clip, ring clip, or whatever you want to call it. You want to make sure that this bad boy is seated. So as you can tell, this part of the snap clip is not seated, but all around the you know, this housing here, the snap clip is in and seated. It's just this one part here, so I gotta hit that in with a little bit of a hammer or something there. But all the rest of it is seated, so you don't want this thing popping out for any reason. So you will have everything bolted down. They will come with a new nut here. So I'm just using this as a guide for the for this to actually go into. But it actually does look good. So we're gonna keep it moving here, and we're gonna get this bad boy done, and we could test drive it. So let's keep it going. People, we are wrapping this bad boy up. Everything is done, so all we got to do is take it for a test drive, make sure I don't hear any little noises or anything like that. I didn't hear a lot of noise, but I did just notice that both boots were ripped when I went to go do an oil change on this car. So there's really not going to be a lot of sounds. There was a little clicking, like I said, but it wasn't to the point where I was really concerned, like I said before, until I actually went and did the oil change. But I think we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. I'm gonna take it for a ride, but this is what I'm gonna leave this video off. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was very informative. Like I said before, I will be putting down in the description below these the boxes that I did get from FCP Euro, because they came in clutch. I tell you what, I gotta go in a house, I gotta clean up, and I gotta do a couple things. I want to work on another car, but we'll see if I make a video for that or not. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll definitely see. It is very well, nice is a very understatement. It's very understated. It is like 84 degrees outside, and in here it is 74. So a little bit cooler in here because I do have the AC not blasting, but like it's pumping. Like it kept me pretty cool. Like I'm not sweating. When I first started, I was kind of sweating, but now I'm good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take this thing for a ride. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was informative for you. Hopefully that you can do this by yourself. You guys can do it by yourself. Just believe in yourself. You can get it done. But yeah, like I said before, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Deuces.